Hello everyone, my name is Aastha. I welcome you all to our classes for International English Olympiad for class 9th. This is our 6th class in the series and it is titled Idioms and Proverbs. Idioms and Proverbs is a very interesting, very practical topic because these idioms and proverbs, they are quite relatable in real life. So if you find any new ones that you don't know of already, make sure you note them down and so that you can use them later. All right, let's get started.
सबसे पहले हम प्रोवर्ब्स के बारे में समझेंगे, एक इंट्रोडक्शन लेंगे कि आज हम क्या करने वाले हैं, किस तरीके से हमें हेल्प होगी। उसके बाद हम प्रोवर्ब्स समझेंगे कि प्रोवर्ब्स एग्जैक्टली क्या होते हैं एंड फिर हम प्रोवर्ब्स की एग्जांपल्स करेंगे, वेरियस एग्जांपल्स जो आपको नए नए प्रोवर्ब्स भी सीखने को मिलेंगे एंड दिस शैल बी फॉलोड बाय आवर क्विज, आवर क्वेश्चंस जो IEO के पैटर्न पर हैं। these questions, इन क्वेश्चंस को हम सॉल्व करेंगे one by one with a timer of 1 minute. All right, let's start. So first of all, we will start with the meaning of proverbs. Now, what exactly are proverbs? Let's read the meaning. Now here, the definition says, proverb is what? It is a short saying that is widely used to express an obvious truth. Okay, so हमें दो तीन फीचर्स हमने समझे proverb के इस मीनिंग में कि एक तो एक शॉर्ट सेइंग होती है. Alright, it's a small and short and crisp saying which is widely used. And it is used to what? To express an obvious truth. मतलब एक obvious truth, एक well known truth है, एक fact है जो सब जानते हैं and उसको express करने के लिए जो proverb है, this saying is widely used. मतलब it is common amongst people. Alright, तो अब हम एग्जाम्पल देखेंगे कि क्या शॉर्ट सेइंग है, इसका वाइड यूज होता है एंड इट इज यूज्ड टू एक्सप्रेस एन ऑब्वियस ट्रूथ. ऑलराइट, alright, so now let's see an example here. Now what does the example say? The example says, this is a proverb. This is our proverb. It says, an idle brain is the devil's workshop. This is our proverb. And जो यहाँ पे next line में है, this is the meaning of the proverb. What is the meaning? If you have nothing to do, you likely think of mischief. मतलब an idle brain is the devil's workshop. का मतलब ये है कि कोई इंसान खाली बैठा है, if somebody has nothing, someone has nothing to do, nothing to work upon and nothing to think about, no activity to do, nothing productive to do, then what they will do? They will probably think of some mischief. हम जिससे हिंदी में क्या कहते हैं, खाली दिमाग शैतान का दिमाग. So here similarly in English we say an idle brain is the devil's workshop. Alright, so let's see one of our examples here. It says, the kids should be kept busy during the summer break. Otherwise, an idle brain is devil's workshop. Why are we saying that kids should be kept busy during the summer break? Because you and I, we both know that what happens during summer break, you don't have any school, you don't really have any more activities to do, so you will be sitting idle. And when you're idle and you have nothing to do, nothing productive to do, you would probably think of some mischief. So that's why we say the kids should be kept busy during summer break. Ke kuch na kuch to you should keep the kids busy in something. Why? because otherwise if they have nothing to do and if they're idle, what they will end up doing? They'll end up doing some kind of mischief. So an idle brain is the devil's workshop. Alright, इसमें आपने देखा कि एक ये short saying है बहुत, an idle brain is the devil's workshop, right? It's very small as well. And second चीज क्या है? It is widely used, हर जगह applicable भी है. And third is that it is expressing an obvious truth. ये एक well known fact है, ये एक obvious fact है which everyone knows. So all these three, इसमें हमें features दिख रहे हैं proverb के. Alright. Alright, so here we have another example. Now here is the proverb, the first line. So this is the proverb. This one says, as you sow, so shall you reap. What does this mean? Now इसमें हम proverb करने से पहले एक let's do a sort of revision first. किस चीज की revision? आपको याद है हमने homonyms करे थे? Homonyms क्या थे? Homonyms were the words that sound the same but they have different meanings, right? And different spellings also most of the times. यहाँ पे देखो, you see a homonym so and so. Now this so is talking about जैसे हम seed sow करते हैं, seed लगाते हैं, पौधा जिसमें से आता है, तो उसको हम sowing the seed कहते हैं. And so this is a conjunction which is talking about कि उसके consequences क्या होंगे. Is connecting the cause and the consequence. So both of these, they are what? Homophones. Alright, now coming back to our example of a proverb, this one says, as you sow, so shall you reap. So the meaning is given here. The meaning says, your actions, good or bad, determine what you get. Which means, आप अच्छे काम करो या फिर आप बुरे काम करो, वही आप डिटरमिन करेगा, उसी के consequences और उसी का जो कर्मा होता है वही आपको मिलेगा eventually. Now let's see an example. Here the example says, you've got entangled in few cases of fraud. That's a result of your illegal get-rich-quick methods. You should have known, as you sow, so shall you reap. Now here they're talking about a person who is now messed up in some cases of fraud. Fraud मतलब illegal काम करना and doing unlawful work. So you've got entangled in few cases of fraud. That's a result of your illegal get rich quick methods. The get rich जो जल्दी पैसा कमाने वाली जो schemes होती है ना, and moreover they are illegal as well. So that it is a result of all that. So you should have known, as you sow, so shall you reap. Because that person used illegal methods and unlawful activities, that is why now he has been involved in few cases of fraud. Right. So what did this person sow? This person sowed bad actions. His actions were bad. तो जो reap क्या हुआ eventually? It was a bad result as well. क्या था कि fraud के cases में that person got entangled. So the conclusion in this proverb is that if you do good, you will get good, and if you do bad, you will end up getting bad as well. It's all about your karma. तो इसमें भी हमने proverb के features क्या देखे कि it is a short saying, right? And second, it is widely used, common proverb है काफी. And third thing, it is an obvious truth. It is a well-known truth कि आप जैसा करोगे वैसा ही आपको मिलेगा. जैसी करनी वैसी भरनी, right? Let's move on to the next slide. Alright, so here we have our next proverb. This one, the proverb says, better late than never. And इसका meaning क्या है? It is better to get something late than get it never. मतलब कि हमें चाहे कुछ लेट मिल रहा हो, चाहे थोड़ा डिले हो जाए हमें वो चीज़ मिलने में या कुछ होने में, पर इट इज़ बेटर, पर वो उससे भी अच्छा है, उससे अच्छा ही है इन कंपैरिजन टू द फैक्ट कि अगर वो हमें मिले ही ना या फिर वो चीज़ हुए ही ना. मतलब better late than never. So it is better to get something that you desire or something to happen that you desire late in comparison to never getting it, to get it never. Alright. For example, here we have an example. This one says, I am sorry I am late to the party, but better late than never, right? कि मतलब at least वो चीज़, what is important here is that whatever you are getting whatever you desire, no matter you're getting it late or not, it is important that you are getting it, so you should be grateful for that. So better late than never. So इसमें भी हमने proverb का क्या हमने proverb के लिए देखा, it is a short saying and it is also widely used and it is an obvious truth. Alright, तो यही होता है हमारा proverb. Alright, so now we come to idioms. We've done proverbs, now we come to idioms. So what is an idiom? An idiom is a phrase that has a meaning different from a dictionary definition. अब इसमें idioms में क्या होता है कि जो हमें एक phrase दिया होगा या एक saying दी होगी, that will be उसका जो हम literal meaning, मतलब जो उसका dictionary definition है, that will be different from the meaning जो idiom का हम express करने के लिए use करते हैं. ठीक है, आपको confusing लग रहा होगा, पर हम अभी examples करेंगे तो आपको ये meaning और clarify होगा. Let's see the examples. So here we have the examples of idioms. Now let's read a few idioms. Like the first one is cat caught your tongue. Now here the literal meaning is it is as it is shown in the picture, like the cat actually gets the tongue of the person, but that is not true. Here the meaning is supposed to be can't you speak? Now when you ask somebody, did the cat get your tongue? You are indirectly asking them, can't you speak? Right? So here the second idiom is snug as a bug in a rug. Now here again you see a literal picture of a bug in a rug. It's snugged as a bug. It is snugged, the bug is snugged in a rug. So this is the literal meaning. However, when we say snug as a bug in a rug, we don't mean the dictionary meaning, we rather mean warm and cozy. Alright. So another one says go the extra mile. Now here again, this idiom, it doesn't really mean कि suppose 10 mile की race थी and this athlete went another extra mile. It doesn't really mean that when we speak of this idiom. जो इसका literal meaning है, it's not meant of that. Here we mean making an extra effort, which means जैसे आपको कोई काम दिया है, you make an extra effort and you do more than what you are asked for. That's what is called as going the extra mile. मतलब जो आपको काम बोला है या आपको काम करना है वो तो आपने किया ही है, पर आपने और एफर्ट लगा के उसको और अच्छा करने के लिए आपने इसमें और भी मेहनत करी है, अपना एक्स्ट्रा इनपुट्स भी दिए हैं. Alright. Then another idiom, butterflies in my stomach. So here again we are given a literal picture of a girl with an X-ray on her stomach, and that X-ray shows butterflies in her stomach. Now nobody can really literally get butterflies in their stomach. However, this is the literal meaning, but the meaning that we refer to is about feeling nervous. Here we refer to it as feeling nervous and not literally butterflies in the stomach. Alright. Now the other idiom, to go down in flames. Something that is going down, burning. And here, that is the literal meaning, but the meaning that we use is to fail spectacularly. Another one, once in a blue moon. This one literally means, कि एक बार जब blue moon हो जाए तब, but the meaning that we refer to is rarely. So idioms में हमने क्या पढ़ा है कि what do the idioms do, जो इनका dictionary definition होता है, मतलब जो literal meaning होता है, that is different from the meanings that we refer to, or the meanings for which these idioms are used. Alright. So now let's move on. Alright, so now we are done with proverbs as well, and we are done with idioms as well. दोनों के हमने meanings and examples देख लिए हैं. अब जो हम बाकी examples हैं, we will keep on doing with the quiz. So let's start. Alright, so for the quiz, what we will be doing is, now every question you will be given 1 minute. 1 minute means 60 seconds. Why am I giving you 1 minute? Because you see, your question paper of IEO, it has about 50 questions, and so you can imagine that you get more or less a minute to answer the questions. Now this 1 minute is the maximum that you should be taking for answering the question. Now suppose there could be two, three categories of students. First category is, suppose you answer the question within that 1 minute. So I would request you to fast forward the video and skip right to the answer. You should not be wasting your time. Alright. Now the other students who are not able to answer the question in 1 minute, what you do, you don't skip to the answer. You pause the video and you write down your answer. Alright, it is very important to answer each and every question because there is no negative marking. Here you see, for every incorrect answer, no points, because there is no negative marking in IEO, so it is important that you attempt all the questions. Now for a question of which you are not sure about the answer, now even here and even in the exam, if you are not sure about the answer and you maybe think that B option might be correct or C option might be correct, so you should in that case play your luck and play your mind and make a guess and still give an answer, because it is a win-win situation. Either you will get the marks for that question or you will get a 0, right? But if you don't attempt that question at all, then you are anyway getting a 0 in that, right? So it is good to attempt those questions, and even if you don't know all the answers, try to understand and take a guess. Okay, so this is for every correct answer 10 points. This is just for your own little game where you can try to maintain a notepad. So here you write the name of the chapter and then the question, and then if it is correct you can give yourself 10 points. If it is not correct, you mark it here. So it is important to see these questions. The ones which you mark incorrect, it is important to go back to them later and then see where you did the mistake. Alright, this is just for your reference. For every correct answer you can give yourself 10 points. Alright, Now let's start. Okay, so now we start off with the questions, and here the first category of questions say complete the following proverbs. So we are given a proverb and it is sort of incomplete, and what we have to do is complete it. Like here we have absence makes the heart grow dash, makes the heart grow ponder or fonder or corner or laughter. So here we have to fill in the proverb. The correct answer is B. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Now this is actually this proverb actually means that when people stay away from each other, stay a little bit far, then that distance, that this absence, not being close to each other, actually adds love to the relationship. Okay, so that's what this proverb means. Then we have, let's see next one. Alright, now next one. This says, a chain is only as strong as its weakest. A. Link, B. Edge, C. Team, or D. Blink. So here the correct answer is, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. Now what this proverb actually means is, now this actually shows us the importance of a team and how to focus on all the members in the team. Now, for example, suppose in a team you have different kinds of members, right? Different diversified members. So it all depends on the success of all the members, which means even the representation of the team is from its weakest member, or we can say the most unsuccessful, or the most or the hardest to tackle member. It just talks about that all the members should be focused upon, and the development should not be just of the team or just the good members, but also the so-called weak or the unsuccessful members as well. All right. Okay, this one says, don't put all your eggs in one casket or bucket or basket or blanket. Now this one, this proverb is, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Now, what this proverb means is that, you should not concentrate or, put all your efforts and resources and everything in just one area. It's because that might increase your chances of losing something. This is actually quite relevant for, we can say, the stock market, where you say, you should have a diverse portfolio, invest in various sectors so that it minimizes your risk of losing your money. So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Always, keep a plan B sort of thing. Okay. Alright, next one. A washed pot never A. burns, B. heats, C. boils, or D. warms. Now here the proverb is, a washed pot never boils. A washed pot never boils. What this proverb means is that, well, if you talk about it literally, that, when you keep sitting in front of the pot, which you have kept for boiling water, then the water will not really boil. So it is actually meant to say that when you're waiting for something to happen, that time, that duration, that time actually seems to be passing very slowly. If that is the only thing that you're thinking about, if you're waiting for someone. Okay. Okay, so here we have, keep your friends close and your enemies dash. Now this one I'm pretty sure you know. Keep your friends close and your enemies away, or far, or closer, or distance. Here the answer is, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. What this proverb actually means is, your enemies actually have the potential of creating difficulties and havoc in your life. So you should be more watchful, and you should focus your efforts more on knowing what your enemies are really doing instead of your friends, because your friends are your well-wishers anyway. Alright, so keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Okay. Alright, now the next one is a picture is worth 1,000 dash. Sentences or words or paintings or realities. This is pretty easy. It means it is a picture is worth 1,000 words. I am pretty sure you must have heard of it. This actually means that sometimes, complex ideas or theories or views or opinions, these things which may be complex and complicated in nature, they can actually be put forward simply with just one picture. So that's why we say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Okay. Alright, now the next one is cleanliness is next to godliness or flawless or goodness or slowness. Here the correct answer is A, godliness. Cleanliness is next to godliness. This is quite relevant in the recent times. It actually means, that it all talks about the importance of godliness, because we have sort of a moral duty to keep our surroundings clean and maintain hygiene and sanitation. So that's what we mean by cleanliness is next to godliness. All right. Okay, so the next one, don't bite the hand options that bless or that beats you or that feeds you or that itches you. Okay, so here the correct answer is don't bite the hand that feeds you. Now, here we're talking about the importance of being respectful and being grateful for people who have fed us, in this sense, from which we derive our survival. Like it is, we can use it when people act maliciously with their parents, they shouldn't bite the hand that has fed them, right? So that's how we can use this proverb. Alright, now next. One man's trash is another man's dash. One man's trash is another man's pleasure or treasure or crash or damage. Here the correct answer is one man's trash is another man's treasure. This is pretty easy. This one means that something that may be considered useless or worthless by someone, it may be considered really valuable by someone else. Okay, and this also highlights the importance of resources and how we sometimes people who are privileged, they throw away their food, the clothing that are actually good enough. So these things, if actually given to someone in need, it would act like a treasure for them. So one man's treasure is another man's, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Alright, so these were the proverbs. With this we finish off with the questions on proverbs. Alright, so
That's all for our class on idioms and proverbs. I hope you have understood the basic premises. Make sure you use them in your conversations and your writing skills. So keep revising and keep learning. I will see you the next time. Thank you for watching.